I don't know why it's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. So it's basically a Friday for us, so let's relax. I promise, or I hope my speech isn't going to be that boring. So it'll keep you guys attentive, you know. So my speech, as you guys can see, is the benefit of music in our schools. So basically, I'm going to give a background about myself, and basically from there, I'm going to go on and you'll see from there. So I grew up in Boyle Heights in Los Angeles, and growing up from there, music is a great topic. Why? Because music's all around LA. Growing up, I've always wanted to play an instrument, but you know what? I couldn't afford it, or I wasn't in a musical instrument. I'm in a musical group. So people really didn't take me serious. So I was like, you know what? I guess music isn't really something for me. And I was sad. Why? Because I wanted to learn, especially the drums. I wanted to, you know, annoy the heck out of my neighbors. But I couldn't, unfortunately. So from there, I started to give up on music, like I said, and then middle school came, 7th grade. Bam. I look at my class schedule, and what do I see? Orchestra. It's not, you know, electric guitar or drums, but it's something. And it's going to be a way that I'm probably going to learn an instrument. So that was something that made me happy. You know, I get there, and like always, I got there late, and I get the violin. I'm like, come on, I get the violin, that's a little instrument. But, you know, whatever, just push that aside. I started learning the violin, and then I started seeing how I was actually benefiting from it, because I had anger issues, and that actually started calming me down, so that surprised me. And from there, I started to take it serious. I started to practice a little more, and from there, I went on, and I kept on pursuing that hobby. And later on in life, I actually benefited from it, and now I'm actually a little different compared to how I was. So, according to Annie Patel, professor of psychology at Tufts University and author of Music, Language, and Brain, she states that in part, in other abilities such as, so by learning an instrument, you're able to benefit in the abilities where the way you speak, math, and reading level skills actually raise up. So that's something interesting that I found, and I wanted to share with you guys. The credibility that I am able to say is that I've been playing a musical instrument since the 7th grade, and ever since I've been learning various instruments. I've played different genres, and I've been involved with the musical world and other people, and I've gone out and played. So that's one way why I feel I'm actually credible to tie this, because I'm a living proof of about what I'm going to say. Okay. Okay, so the benefit from music in our schools is a great benefit to our self-mind, and Sanders, like I said, in learning, improving in math skills and reading skills, and also your IQ. Sorry about that. So the one thing that I found was that usually students that actually play music and are either doing math equations or reading a book or whatever, or anything else that involves reading, they actually have improved way more than those who have no musical knowledge. And due to certain cutbacks, schools are usually taking out music programs, and that's one thing that's actually looked at as a negative thing or a waste of time, but I believe it isn't. Why? Because you actually improve. Studies have shown that you actually improve your reading and math skills, and that's actually something pretty great, because that's something we still do here in the university. We still learn math and we still read. So that's something that that is why I believe music in schools is actually a benefit, and why learning a musical instrument benefits us. So according to George Hicks research, if you play an instrument, especially if you start off at an early age, you improve and have a better math and reading skills. And according to the LA Times, since 2008, 93% of students learning music at a local music program go to college afterwards, although the dropout rate is 50%. So that's actually pretty impressive. Knowing that, you know, if you play a musical instrument, you're more likely to succeed and go to college. So that's one of the benefits from it. And also another thing is we also improve our executive functioning skills, and what that is basically being more organized, being able to plan certain things, and that's one thing that I feel I had a problem doing, but now after disciplining myself while learning music, I have learned that I have to be organized and on time so everything else can flow smoothly, and that's one thing that I feel can help out others if music isn't taken out from schools. especially young kids, you know, they're able to learn and adapt to new things quickly than adults. So that's why I feel music programs should stay in schools and shouldn't be kicked out or shouldn't be pushed away. So the importance of keeping or having music programs in our local schools. So according to a Harvard president, Drew Falls, funds have been cut in more than 80% of the U.S. schools districts since 2008. The first programs to go away are either music, arts, or language. Foreign languages are usually the first three programs that are out of the park or out of the school, and they tend to have less attention, and they don't really see it as an importance. But like I mentioned, you know, you're able to improve in these certain skills, and believe it or not, it's all through music, but yet again, you have to put the effort in it. And it's like an example, you're not gonna lose weight by watching a sport or a certain exercise. You actually have to go do it. You have to benefit from it. So it's the same thing with music. You know, you put in the effort, you work, you learn an instrument, and you're able to benefit from it. And towards that, the rewards are your math skills, your reading skills improve, your IQ actually bumps up, and you're able to be a little more organized, and it's actually a way to help yourself de-stress, and finding other ways to do that is by also writing certain songs or just practicing an instrument or picking up a new instrument. So that's one thing that I have improved from personally, and okay. So in conclusion to all this, I want to state how actually music does benefit you, how music programs shouldn't be kicked out, and next time someone approaches you and tells you, hey, what do you think about, you know, music programs in school? You know, don't say, oh, they're lame, or I don't think we should have them at all. Well, now you know, and now you know a background of it, and why music actually should be important and be considered in our schools. And that's one thing that I'd like to that I shared with you, and I hope you guys have actually benefit from it, and I've actually persuaded you guys to think about it next time when you see either a music program that's being kicked out and if you're able to support that or help out, please do so. Thank you very much.